Welcome back. It's time to return to Illium to finish our last dossier, the Justicar. Gonna recruit Samara. I don't know why you always end up so far away from the planet where you were just at. It's also no fun having to dock again. At least in Mass Effect 1, when you returned to the ship from a planet, you were still at the planet. You could just go out the airlock. Let's see, well, we're gonna give Thane a chance, of course. Thane also has a DLC appearance. And, like Jack, it features incredibly silly sunglasses, so we won't be using that. And I kind of want to take Tali with me again for the moment. I'm probably not going to take her on the mission because I just used her. But I do want to take her for something on Illium right now. I've got 4 points, giving me an opportunity to max out one of my talents. I think I'm actually going to do my Tech Mastery talent first to improve my Tech Mastery and to improve my, my recharge times. Okay, it's written right there. Why did I have so much trouble coming up with that? I'm kind of tired, perhaps. Maybe. Anyway. Because that helps all my talents, and that's always welcome. Now I get to evolve my ability. Specializing in combat operations, you reduce recharge time on all powers and receive a bonus to their damage. Your Paragon and Renegade scores receive their final bonus. Okay, so this gives me 15% extra health, 20% improvement of power recharge time, 70% increase on Paragon or Renegade scores, 15% increase in power damage, and 25% decrease in research project cost. Mechanic, your powers are incredibly effective. They recharge faster and last longer. Your Paragon and Renegade scores receive their final bonus. Now, what's the difference here? This one gives me a power damage bonus. This one gives me a power duration bonus. And bigger health and Paragon Renegade bonuses. Power duration. Is that even all that useful for me? What things actually use duration? I guess combat drone uses duration and AI hacking uses duration. Not sure if Geth shield boost is affected by the duration upgrade. I think it might be. But for the others, duration isn't really all that useful. The extra health might be nice, though. Not that required. I definitely don't need the extra Paragon Renegade bonus. I'll get enough of that just for myself. So I guess I'm gonna go with Demolisher. Some extra damage. Never a bad thing. Okay, so now my class here changed to Demolisher. For some reason. Tali. Well, she has 4 points, but like I said, I'm gonna save points for her until I unlock Energy Drain. And Thane, of course, we get to upgrade him from scratch. He is biotic, as you can see. He has Throw and Warp. Both are very useful talents. He also has it's kind of a soldier thing because he has an ammo power as its bonus power, and he actually uses sniper rifles, or can use them anyway. Shredder ammo is not that useful for him, so I'm actually just gonna put some points in his current talents rather than wait for his loyalty mission. I just know that energy drain is really useful for Tali, so... Okay, that will do. The concierge is still standing here. Nothing new to say, though.
Life can be uncertain. That's why you need an Omnigel programming solution that works. Whether constructing single-use equipment or breaking down salvaged gear, Scission technology will be there for you. There are some problems Omnigel can't solve. For everything else, there's Scission technology, a division of Elcos Combine.
I think they were ripping off a real commercial there.
You should try it my way. Look at how the wind's blowing.
Still shorting prefabs. I kind of want to go this way.
I'm looking for the best tech upgrades you have.
Because I think there will be something new to do here in the bar.
It's not biotic neural itching.
And the biotic neural itching ad is back.
Cleared it right up. Eternal still, because nothing should stop you from embracing eternity.
And this is why I wanted to take Tali, because there is a Quarian here talking to a slave broker. She only shows up, or they only show up, basically after you've dealt with Conrad Werner. If you didn't do Mass Effect 1, or if Conrad Werner's mission was not completed in Mass Effect 1, then he doesn't show up and they will show up first time you come here.
We'll figure something out. Stop worrying.
Stop worrying. This is my life you're talking about.
You signed the indentured service contract. You gave over your responsibility to me. So, don't worry.
Okay, it seems like this Quarian has somehow managed to become a slave. That's not very smart of her. Also, for a place that Tali said keeps the migrant fleet away, there's an awful lot of Quarians here.
It's okay. I'll think of something.
You said Synthetic Insights would buy me. You said it was an easy sale.
I assumed they would want an AI tech. Hello. Can I help you with something?
Free your slave, now! Let's find out what's going on here first.
Have you made this Quarian your slave?
We prefer the term indentured servants. Before you do anything hasty, know that this Quarian signed the agreement voluntarily, and her servitude contract is completely legal on Illium. If you actually want to help the Quarian, convince the Synthetic Insights representative to purchase her contract.
Why did this Quarian sign herself into slavery?
I tried to play the stock market. I'm good with numbers, and I thought I had a way to make unlimited money. I lost everything. Then I got a credit line and lost that. Then I took out an illegal loan. You get the picture.
As part of our agreement, I paid off her debts. 5 years from now, she'll have a fresh start and excellent work references.
Playing the stock market like that, probably not smart. Most numerical methods to try and predict the stock market tend to not work. I know this because I have a friend who did this, and it didn't work there either.
Sounds great. Unless you lose her paperwork or come up with a reason to hold her longer.
All contracts are monitored by Illium law enforcement. In a case such as you described, the burden of proof would be on me. No system is perfect, but safeguards are set up to protect all parties.
Sure.
If slavery is legal, then why are you trying to sell the Quarian?
I don't keep service contracts myself. I'm a contract broker. I assumed Synthetic Insights would jump at the chance for a skilled AI tech, but they won't even make me an offer.
Why not just keep her? You said she had technical skills.
Quarian's strict health requirements and diets make them expensive to house and feed. I run at a minor profit at best. I don't have the money for constant suit repairs and clean room facilities.
So, what happens if Synthetic Insights won't take me?
A solution always presents itself. I will take care of you.
I think the solution that is going to present itself here is called Commander Shepard.
So slavery is legal on Illium?
Indentured servitude lasts a set amount of time or until agreed upon conditions are met. Illium must approve all contracts. The law limits what restraint or corrective options I can use and what tasks I can legally assign her. I'm also legally responsible for her behavior and health. Abuse is absolutely forbidden.
Maybe we can buy her and then set her free or something.
What if I bought her myself? I could let her go and everyone would be happy.
A gallant offer with 3 problems. First, her technical skill merits a contract of several 100,000 credits.
There's also a fee for freeing me before my service period ends.
Exactly. And finally, you are clearly a traveler. Her service contract requires that she remain on Illium.
I don't want them to take me off to a mine somewhere.
Okay, well, so much for that idea.
I'll talk to the Synthetic Insights rep and see what I can do.
Really? Thank you. I'd appreciate that.
So far, no comment from Tali, but anyway.
You deserve somebody who respects you. Somebody who's going to treat you right.
This
I think I'm just going
Quarian
to
is
stop
still
digging for a while.
shoving the Turian into the friend zone.
It's always the same.
Can I help you with something?
Would you like a Quarian? That kind of sounds like I'm trying to sell Tali, because that's the Quarian that's standing behind me.
How would you like to get your hands on an expert Quarian AI program?
If you'd like to submit a resume, Wait. Is this that slave? Synthetic Insights has no interest in purchasing slave labor. We're under enough scrutiny from the Citadel without engaging in practices the Council disapproves of. To be frank, we're hardly hiring anyone. The Geth attack on the Citadel didn't engender much love for artificial intelligence.
Well, I can sort of understand their point of view, I have to say. They don't want to work with slaves. I mean, I don't really approve of the system myself, despite all of the safeguards that are supposedly in place. But still, if we can help the Quarian, we must try. Seems I don't have enough renegade reputation to use that option, but fortunately, Paragon works.
It sounds like Synthetic Insights is worried about its reputation. Hiring this Quarian would help.
Buying a slave helps our reputation. How exactly do you figure?
Purchase the contract, minus the fee for early emancipation, then free the Quarian and garnish wages for reimbursement.
I know the migrant fleet would be grateful, and more likely to make purchases from you.
Interesting. We look good for hiring a Quarian, and we can say that we freed slaves out of the goodness of our hearts. All right, I'll run up a contract. The board might wet its pants, but we could use the good publicity. This Quarian had better be good, though.
And that pretty much was Tali's contribution to this conversation. Her line, if you use the renegade option, is kind of funnier. She threatens that the migrant fleet would park itself over the Synthetic Insights headquarters. And they probably wouldn't like that. But I couldn't use that option. Plus, I kinda need the Paragon points later on as well. That's kind of one of the things about the whole system of Paragon Renegade, is you sort of have to specialize. Because later on in the game, there are certain things that you really rather should do that require quite a lot of Paragon or Renegade. So if you do both, what is known as Paragate, then it's much harder to make sure that you have enough points later on to resolve certain situations. Anyway, I play Paragon mostly anyway. Not just because of that, but also because I prefer it.
Synthetic Insights just sent over the contract. I cannot thank you enough.
I'm happy to help.
Here, for your trouble. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll get this service contract transferred.
Thank you. I'll stay out of trouble this time.
Great! And that's why I wanted to take Tali. Just for that one line, yes. But hey, there was a Quarian involved. It made sense.
Only to lose them to your competitors? Perhaps Indenture Tech can help, the leading provider of cutting-edge indentured service.
Alright, I don't think there's anything new to buy. No.
And speed. I have extremely high performance requirements.
Of course, Liara is gone, so we can't go and talk to her anymore. Or we could go to her apartment, but that would start the Lair of a Shadow Broker mission. I kind of don't want to do that yet.
The colony on Horizon has been attacked. The council has suggested that the attacks are a tragic coincidence. Likely the
Oh,
resistance
and
to
know that
terrorists
we
data
actually
is violent to
found
the
a
Kurosa
data
family.
pad for this guy.
Didn't give us time to pack.
Complexes
What
are
the?
rejoicing, however,
What is it? I'm in the middle of an important call.
I overheard you talk. Is this the data you're looking for?
The Kurosa Generational Archive. You found it. Thank you. My whole family has been worried. That data is irreplaceable. I didn't think I'd get it back from Nasana's corporate building.
Why is this data so important anyway?
It's a genetic history for the entire Kurosa family. It's used for high-level reproductive negotiations. It would be like a human pedigree, I suppose. Without it, you're bargaining from a greatly weakened position. Losing this would have hurt my family for generations, maybe even destroyed it.
If this data is so important, why didn't you have backups?
We did. A rival family introduced a computer virus and our techs were sloppy. The virus destroyed all our data. I just spent a fortune getting the data recovered and reconstructed when Nasana went crazy. We live in a world of infinite data redundancy. To lose something so important because of one crazy Asari?
Well, you might be happy to hear that that crazy Asari won't be a problem anymore, thanks to my Drell friend here.
There's your data. I hope it helps your family.
You have no idea, human. I don't know who you are or how you got it, but thank you. Here, for your trouble. Blessings be upon you. You've certainly blessed us.
We're helping! Don't we always? Wait, where did Serena go? Did she not come back? Apparently we can talk to her assistant now.
Excuse me, you know where I can find Serena?
She's not here anymore. Oh, you're the one she was helping out. She took a job off-world. Didn't say where. She gave me something for you. Looks like a message.
She didn't say anything else?
She just gave me that and left. Not even a goodbye.
See what the message is. Why do I get the option to delete it before even hearing it?
Hey, Shepard. I was on my way to a new life when the new burst arrived. The bitch is dead. I assume that means your friend is alive and he finished his job. Tell him if I ever see him, I'll buy him a drink.
You hear that, Thane? You got a fan. Okay. Now, in order to find Samara, we had to talk
Does
to
living at a higher altitude make you more intelligent?
this
Our
tracking
report may
officer.
surprise you. New data commissioned by the Architectural Union has noted a correlation between
Sometimes you say these things, and I don't know. Maybe it's because you had a Batarian father.
Wow, you're pulling that on me? My father was an excellent character.
You know Irinia won't even talk to the non-Asari customers. It's like she's turned pure blood into her religion or something.
I'm going too far. This is where the
Right. I'm sure she was a pleasure to deal with before that.
this is where we're going. Officer Dara was the one that Liara said we should talk to.
Can I help you with something?
I'm looking for an Asari warrior named Samara.
Wait, why? Do you have a problem, or did she kill somebody already?
That doesn't sound good.
Relax, I just need to speak with her.
Good. Samara's the first Justicar I've seen on Illium. If I'm lucky, things will stay peaceful. She went to the commercial spaceport a few hours ago. If you want to get there, the pedestal on that balcony will summon a cab. Just be polite when you meet her. Justicars embody our highest laws, and they usually stay in Asari space. She's not used to dealing with aliens.
Is Samara really that dangerous?
If you follow the laws, you've got nothing to fear, and a Justicar would die without hesitation to protect the innocent. But their code orders them to stop lawbreakers, with lethal force in most cases, and everyone skirts the law somehow on Illium. If someone tried to bribe her, she'd be obliged to gun them down as a matter of honor. I'm hoping to avoid that.
Understandable.
Why are you worried about other species coming into contact with her?
If a Justicar kills an Asari, none of us questions it. but if she killed a human... Do you think the Alliance would understand her actions and respect her authority? You can't even figure out your own religions. It's a big diplomatic incident just waiting to happen.
Tell me about the Justicars.
They're a monastic order. They've given up their families and possessions to follow their code. Most of them are on some lifelong mission, but they'll always stop to deal with any injustice they encounter, which can be a problem. In some ways, they're a lot like the Spectres, undertaking personal missions.
Spectres are authorized by the Council. Who do Justicars represent?
What? That's like, I don't know, a good human metaphor. They represent their code, our code. It's closer to a religious group than a legal branch. No law-abiding Asari would question a Justicar's orders. Nobody becomes a Justicar for personal gain. And they die before breaking their oaths.
Sounds intense.
I'm looking for Samara.
Like I said, she's at the commercial spaceport. You can hail a cab at the pedestal on that balcony over there.
I guess we'll do that. Nods and leaves without saying anything. Okay. See if we can find this Justicar. Okay, so definitely Thane. And I haven't used Morden in a while, have I? I think I've only used him once, actually. After his recruitment. He's got 10 points. Neural Shock is his loyalty power. And I think I'll give him some points in Cryoblast, because, well, after all, I have Incinerate. And Solarian Scientists. And then I'll probably wait for Neural Shock to get unlocked before I give him any more points. Well, I might decide later if I get more points, a lot of points before I do his loyalty mission or something, but I don't know. I'm going with this now.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm taking my goods to Omega, Detective.
You're not going anywhere, Merchant. Not until I solve this murder.
I had nothing to do with that. It was those mercenary thugs you can't seem to get rid of.
The victim was your business partner, and I'm not ruling you out. I'll let you know when you can leave.
What about that Justicar that just showed up? Everyone says she might go crazy and start killing. I need to leave.
She'll only kill the unjust, so I'm sure you have nothing to worry about, Pitney 4. Find me in the station if you need me.
I wonder what's going on. Sounds like there's been a murder. Talk to locals. Ask around whether anyone has seen Samara. Well, this Pitney 4 fellow seemed to know something about her. Not very much, but anyway. Plus, you kind of want to know what's up with that murder thing.
What do you want? I've already got mercs wanting to kill me like they did my partner. I don't need any more trouble. As if that weren't enough, some Asari Justicar showed up this morning. All the natives are scared of her. I've got to get off of this world.
Has Samara actually done anything yet?
The Asari say that Justicars are lethal in a fight. And if they so much as smell corruption, they start shooting. The thing is, corruption isn't that hard to find around here.
Yeah, I got that idea.
Tell me how to find the Justicar.
She's in the alley where my business partner was murdered. A detective sealed the area, so you'll have to talk with her if you want to go there.
Why do you think it was mercenaries?
Dagny Kerr was cutting through a back alley last night when someone killed him with a shotgun. I saw his body this morning. They'd used modded rounds. That means Eclipse mercs.
You must know something about these Eclipse.
I occasionally do business with them, but only in well-lit places, with my guards, and only after the creds clear. This is a scummy bunch, even by Merc standards. They sell red sand, all kinds of illegal items, and they are all cold-blooded killers.
Fun.
Why would these mercs kill him? And why do you think they're coming after you, too?
I have no idea. We're innocent merchants.
Sure.
But they killed him, so they must be after me, too. I have to work the angles and get out of here.
You don't seem too broken up about your partner's death.
Dacne Kerr knew the risks when he took to spacing. Right now, my worry is me. It's unhealthy to be a Volus in the Nosastra spaceport right now. Especially a Volus named Pitney 4.
Well, sucks to be you, I guess.
I should go.
Alright, it seems we need to talk to Anaya. Let's look around a bit more. First, more views of the city. Loading Bay 1. Is there anything we can do there? No.
Cops don't admit it, but the Eclipse sisters run this area.
Sounds like Omega.
I hear you can buy red sand from the Eclipse. Just don't cross them.
I thought red sand was legal on Illium.
Cops don't admit it, but the Eclipse sisters run this area.
This is the crime scene. Police line,
Nothing
do
to
not
see here.
cross.
Move along.
We're not allowed to go through here. There's shipping details that I want to read. Seems like we have to deal with the detective first. Also, I think that, you know, regular yellow tape is actually more effective in blocking people. Detective Anaya is inside, actually. An elevator. This elevator appears to need a pass card. Okay.
I wanted to be a Justicar when I was young. Every Asari does, I guess.
I don't know, I'd never heard of them before today.
I don't trust that Volus. There's something about him.
Like the fact that he's a Volus, and every Volus we've met so far has been untrustworthy.
I wanted to be a Justicar when I was young. Every Asari does, I guess.
I mean, not to be racist or anything, but Volus generally are kind of old dicks. Well, there's a couple of nice ones in Mass Effect 3, I guess. Medical station. Apparently I needed Medigel. I don't even remember. Anything else here? Nope. Not even a weapons locker. You'd think... oh, there is a weapons locker. I was just going to say, you'd think that this is a perfect place to put one, but... And they did. For what reason, I don't know, because, well, we just started the mission.
Nice guns. Try not to use them in my district. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for an Asari warrior named Samara.
If you've got a score to settle with Samara, take it somewhere else. I've got more than enough trouble here already.
I need to recruit Samara for my mission. Then we'll be on our way.
Justicars usually work alone, but they are drawn to impossible causes.
Self-correcting policy. Fortunate in our case, of course.
If you're getting her out of my district, I'll get you to her ASAP. She's at the crime scene.
Well, I don't think causes come much more impossible than the one we're doing right now.
You're letting her into a sealed crime scene?
I'm a cop. I'll work with the Justicar all I can. Besides, she's been looking at crime scenes longer than our two lifespans combined. She knows how to handle herself.
You're awfully anxious to get Samara out of your district.
My bosses want me to detain her. They're worried she'll cause some kind of cross-species incident. Her Justicar code won't let her be taken into custody. If I try it, she'll have to kill me. I have no interest in dying, so if you lure her away with some big noble cause before I have to carry out my orders, I'm thrilled to help you.
Your superiors are sending you to certain death for no good reason. You have a right to disobey.
Good to know, given number of times we're ordered into hazardous situations.
That's about twice a day.
Yeah, but I have a good reason.
Most of the time, I'm not being stupid about it. I can't say the same for Anaya's superiors.
I'm a cop and I know my duty. I've been ordered to detain her and I will. Unless I can get her to leave my district first.
Samara would kill a cop? That doesn't sound very just.
She would die defending an honest cop, but she'd fight an army of dirty cops to the death. I admire her dedication, but her presence is still a big problem. I need her gone before I have to carry out my orders.
How do I get to the crime scene?
It's around the corner. Go outside, take a left. Look for the police line. I'll send word to let you in. Be careful. The local Eclipse mercs have been all over those back alleys lately.
You mentioned a crime scene.
A Volus merchant was murdered. It was a professional hit, so we're not dealing with junkies looking for a score. I'm thinking the local Eclipse mercenary band. Can't prove it, but if the Volus was dirty too, maybe it's just a deal gone bad.
It's possible.
What do I need to know about these mercenaries?
Eclipse mercs are professional killers. They sell red sand, trade illegal weapons tech, and smuggle criminals off-world. They control some back alleys around here. I haven't been able to find their nest yet, though.
What can you tell me about Justicars?
They're a kind of... humans might call them warrior monks. They live by a complex code that compels them to punish the wicked and protect the pure. They've been a part of Asari culture for millennia. I read adventure stories about Justicars when I was a child.
What do you think of Samara herself?
She's been a Justicar longer than 3 of your lifespans. Whoever she was before she swore that oath, that person is dead.
People seem nervous about Samara's presence.
Asari admire Justicars, but we also know that they kill without mercy when they find corruption. And Justicars never leave Asari space. Why is she here? I doubt it's to investigate the murder of some corrupt Volas.
I guess. I don't really know why else she would be here.
I have to go.
Good luck.
We'd better find Samara before the detective goes after her.
Indeed. So let's go and do that. And I'm betting we'll probably meet some Eclipse along the way.